Hey guys, 0205 04 25. This one's not too far down the trail. There's actually two of them down here. I'm going to go after, obviously, the closest one first. It's 316 meters, but the last two people couldn't find it. They DNF'd it, which I didn't realize till right now. So I'm going to go attempt that one. If I can't find it, then there's another one out on this trail system that I'm going to try after that. I wasn't sure what boots to wear. I read some of the logs, and somebody said that rubber boots were helpful, but I'm not sure how long ago that was. So I think I'll leave them on. I don't know. I'll let you know when I'm on the trail. Let's go find it. That's what I was trying to find in yesterday's video. One of those. Looks like I made the right choice. I did wear my rubber boots. Probably be the only water on the trail though. It's not in there because we got another 168 meters to go. And no, in case you're wondering, these aren't the trails I was talking about in yesterday's video that are near the ones that Rob and I are going to do when it gets colder. This is a different trail system. Sort of looks like a geo trail through there, but kind of odd that it goes through these branches. Some suspicious trees over there, and this tree right here is suspicious. There might be a geo trail right here. Possibly. Maybe not. Let me check the app and the GPS and I'll bring you back. Okay, it wasn't at that big tree. When I was at this tree laying down here, it was saying that it was 7 meters away. And then I kept coming over to this one. Now it's saying I'm 11 meters. So I think maybe that big tree laying down. I'm not sure what size the container is or anything. I think it has a 3.5 difficulty rating, but I'll follow my GPS a bit here and then maybe I'll check the ratings out. And maybe the description, because I haven't checked the description yet either. Okay, I'm at 2 meters. Although that tree right there looks more suspicious than right here. But I'm gonna read the description. I'm gonna try to resist going over to that tree first. But I'm gonna read the description on this one. Let's see in the difficulty. I think it was the difficulty 3.5, so it should be a sneakier hide. But anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, the description was more like a hint. I should have read the hint. But anyway, it's saying that as long as the snow isn't 4 feet deep, you should be able to find it, which suggests that this tree laying down here could be it, or it could be in that tree there. But anyway, I see a prime spot, but I don't see a cache there. But I'll turn around and let you see. Right there. And according to my measuring stick, 4 feet's here, so it's a little low, but I can't see in there. I'm gonna get my flashlight out and look in there. But that would be a prime spot for it. And as this rots, it's gonna get lower. But that is drawing me over there too. But anyway, I'm gonna check in that with my flashlight. There is a mask in there, a medical mask. So I don't know if some animals dragged that in there or somebody put that in there with the cache. I don't have my long grabbers. They're in my jacket still. I haven't switched everything over to this vest, but I'm going to see if I can fish that out of there, see if there's something else in there. But maybe I'll check this tree first. But remind me not to leave my hiking stick here. Thanks. So I haven't found it yet. It wasn't in there. I can't see any container in there. I just had someone log a DNF on one of my caches. It is a trickier hide, but they said they were there with somebody else that's found it. Now, they might have been there with somebody else that's found it when it wasn't put back properly. and I may have checked on it and put it back properly, so it may be trickier to find, because sometimes people don't put it back the way they find it, and then more difficult cache is easier. And then so if they went back, they'd think they know where it was, but it actually wouldn't be where they previously found it. Anyway, I haven't found this one yet. I checked that tree over there. It's not over there. I don't know if I told you guys that or not. But this looks like it might be a DNF for me, as well as the other two cachers before me. But I'm going to look around a little bit more, and I'll let you know what I decide to do. Haven't given up yet. I'm going to go back to that tree. That tree, it's not, I'm at ground zero here according to the GPS, but that tree is calling me. I don't think I looked on this side of that tree. I looked on the other side of it. Let's go back over there and look. I shouldn't be spending this much time on this one. Got the other one in here to do. And I was also going to try to get tomorrow's video. Oh. No, maybe not. I thought maybe it was attached to this stick. But that stick is attached to the tree. Oh yeah. Half the tree's missing. Okay, and I looked in this one earlier. It's full of water. So, I don't know if it's in there yet or not either. There's another tree over there that looks suspicious, but I'm getting way off of ground zero though. I still never checked out that tree, but that's way off. I was convinced it was this tree, even though it's not at the right coordinates. And so I was digging around on the ground. I'll turn around. Digging around on the ground in case it was in that hole and fell out. And then I kept digging and kept digging. There it is. Let's get it out. Sign the log. Maybe this isn't it. I haven't opened it yet. But this is a flashlight. I have seen flashlights as containers before, so it could be. What? That's funny. Alright, I just took a picture of it there to post with my log if it does turn out to be the cache. Let's get it open. Log is signed. There's this little ducky in the thing with a couple of log sheets in that baggie. And this baggie was jammed in the bottom, but it's sopping wet. So that was the cache. I'll get it all put back away. Okay, I just had to post a link to yesterday's video. Or not yesterday's video. What day was it? It was my yesterday. The 4th. Because there was a comment on it. Sim Rebel posted a comment on it that should have been the 3rd. Anyway, that reminded me that I hadn't posted a link to it on Facebook yet, so I just did that. Anyway, this one's 330 meters, but that's straight across bushwhacking, and I'm not going to do that. I'm backtracking down the trail, and then I got to take a trail to the right, which should lead to it, so it'll be a lot farther. Not sure how far, but anyway, let's go find it. Okay, I think I found the trail I need to be on. It's a very winding trail. I've got 330 meters to go, but it's going to be a lot longer than that by the look of the winds in this trail. So I better quit talking, get looking for this one. I was really starting to think I was going to DNF that one, but I'm too stubborn to give up on them, and sometimes like that it pays off. But it did waste a lot of time. So I'd hope to get a couple days videos while I was in here, but it's not looking like it now. Oh, I gotta figure out which way I'm going here. Trail splits off. We'll try this one. Here's a good example of this winding trail. Winds up around there, comes back. It's doing that the whole way. That's okay, I can use the exercise. But anyway, on the last cache, you might say use the 4th to find it. Let's get going. Here's another example of how windy these trails are. And There's a road right there. This could have been a park and grab. I'm 28 meters from the cache. Definitely could have been a park and grab. All right, let me figure out where I think it is. Maybe down these rocks. So it wasn't there. I got down there and it said 30 meters. So I kept walking. It's pointing over here. Suspicious looking log right here though. Oh, maybe not. No. Let me check the GPS. Yeah, I'll check the GPS. I still might not have gone far enough. Or maybe I went too far. Maybe it's in these rocks right up the trail. There's a big old bumblebee hovering over here. I tried to get it, the camera out to show you, but he flew away. But I walked towards him and found this. I checked the size of it and realized it had to be in some rocks. So let's get it out. Sign the log. Log is signed. Lots of goodies in there to trade. I'll get this put all back away. Okay, I'll get that one logged in. I remembered that I had a trackable with me that I picked up a while back, so I left that in there. And it reminded me that SJCF messaged me earlier and said that the trackable that I'd sent him that he won way back, it got dropped in the cache, and then the cache owner just archives the cache because he said he can, or they, I don't know if it's a he or she, they said that they could no longer maintain the cache. Well, it's pretty disappointing. It seems like it's one that's not easy to get to either. So I don't know. If you're a cache owner and you're thinking about archiving a cache, don't do it when there's a trackable in there. Because then it gets lost. Nobody knows it's there. I'm hoping that there are people that go out after archived caches, and maybe the CO is planning on going and retrieving it. But by the sounds of it, they can't do maintenance on them. So it sounds like you can't get out there. But anyway, hopefully it's not the case and it's not lost. But I think that happens to a lot of trackables. They get archived in caches and then are never heard from again. But anyway, thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow to find out whether or not I continue looking for. There's 2 more caches in this area, which is getting pretty late in the day. I should just go right back to the Geomobile, but I'm going to see if I can pick a route back that I might pass them. So tune in tomorrow, find out what I do. Thanks for watching. See you next time.